Hey everybody, this is Mike 47274. I purchased a pair of hot wired gloves for me to wear while I'm out riding in the cooler temps. To me, cooler temps is anywhere from 60 degrees lower. I have a BMW G650 GS. It's got heated grips. First bike I've ever owned with heated grips. Thought they'd be great. Well, they do work good with the palms of my hands, but with the gloves that I wear, I've even bought some heavy duty like winter Carhartt gloves for outdoors. My fingers still freeze to death in them things, so I finally broke down and bought me a pair of these hot wired gloves. So basically, in a nutshell, I'm going to show you what comes with these gloves, and I'll describe a little bit of the sizing because I have small hands. You measure my hand around like you're supposed to. I get an 8.5, and if you go by the chart on the Revzilla site, is where I purchased these through, is Revzilla. It shows that I would need a small, which is what I wear in my climb summer riding gloves. But these gloves here evidently run very small, so I ended up having to buy a pair of extra large, and these fit snug. Without further ado, I do want to say it's 10 degrees outside, so I'm not going to be wearing these today and riding my bike out today. There's still some ice and snow out on the ground. So basically what you get, obviously you get the gloves, and these have a Thinsulate also in them, and the plugs for the wires are on the bottom of the glove right there underneath the cuff. So they do have the knuckle protection. So what you get when you order these, or you buy these or order these, you will get a battery cable. This will hook up to your battery on your motorcycle using these. Got a built-in fuse or an inline fuse here, so you can, if you have trouble with blow a fuse, you can always just change the fuse. Comes with a COAX here to hook your wire that goes to your gloves in. Okay. Now, my bike, I have a battery tender on it, so I don't need this because I've already got a wire going to my battery. The problem is the battery tender uses a SAE plug, so I had to purchase an SAE converter to go to the coax cable that supplies the power to these gloves. And this was $10 also at Revzilla. So by purchasing this, now I don't need this. So like I said, I can hook this into my already existing battery tender wire that goes to the battery. So then this is what you're going to use to hook your gloves up to your battery. This cord here, this harness. And as you can see, it's quite long. They give you plenty of wires. The reason it's so long is because you're going to put it in up to you. You're going to run it down the sleeves of your jacket. Each one's going to go down the sleeve of a jacket. Each sleeve of your jacket. Now you have your coax connector here, and that's where this little adapter that I bought is going to come into play. So now I'm going to hook the male coax to the female coax, and now all I have to do is hook this up to my SAE on my battery tender, plug it right in, which I have it up by my handlebar because that's what I power my phone with. I don't have it with me, but I also, being I'm using that SAE that goes to my battery charger for my phone and or other accessories, I bought a splitter. So basically what it does then, it takes SAE and then it divides it into two. So then I have two SAEs coming out the other end. So basically it's a Y adapter. So that way I can power my gloves and power the charger for my phone, or plug my phone into the charger that I have on my handlebar. So anyway, without any further ado, again, we're gonna hook that up. This is gonna go to the bike. So now I have these, and I'm not gonna bore you with all the details, so I'm gonna stop here, run this through my jacket, and give you an idea of what I've done. Hold tight. Okay, I'm back. So I've kind of cheated. Rather than running it through my jacket, I run the wires through the sleeves of my shirt, so you can see the wires hanging out. So basically they're coming in my shirt, and as you can tell, I've got way abundance of wire. So so I kind of cheated a little bit. So I think what I'll do is then I'll slip my jacket on now, like I'm going to go riding, and I won't have to try to fumble get this through the sleeves of my jacket because I already got through the sleeves of my shirt. So let me slip my jacket on now. Okay, I'm back. Got the jacket on. Wires coming out of the end of my sleeves. So these will hook up to my gloves. Pretty cut and dry, straightforward. So we will hook these up to our gloves. Plug that one in. Slip her on. I got the heater wire plugged into my glove. Stick it up. Ready to go for a ride. But anyway, like I said, it's 10 degrees outside, so I'm doing this inside. When it warms up a little bit, I'm gonna take the bike out. And some of you are probably asking, you know, or I guess if you're looking at this video, it's because you're thinking about buying some for yourself. I have what's called Raynauds disease or Raynauds Syndrome, and that's where if it gets down to 60 degrees and there's a little cool wind blowing, the wind chill's a little cooler than that, and I don't have gloves on, my fingers will go numb, freeze up. What Raynauds disease is, it's for some reason your brain thinks you're freezing to death, even though it's not really freezing. But so with the cold, Raynauds will start shutting down the blood flow to your fingers, your extremities, fingers, toes, what have you. And I battled this for years before I finally found out what it was. But anyway, basically, so your body goes into premature hypothermia, or your body's protecting you from hypothermia, which you're not gonna freeze to death at 60 degrees. But anyway, like I kid you not, if it's 60 degrees and cool out, my fingers go numb. So anyway, so Raynauds disease is not much fun to live with because, like I said, you know, people make fun of me because my hands go cold, get numb, my fingers turn white, and they're like, "What's wrong with you?" Well, it's because my body, my brain is shutting down the blood flow to my fingers and my toes because it's trying to save your core. That's what hypothermia is. Your body shuts down and it keeps all the blood flow and the heat in the chest where all your vital organs are at. So I guess it don't care if your fingers fall off and whatnot. So anyway. Or get frostbite. So anyway, that's pretty much it, and I hope this helps you out if you're planning on ordering a pair of these and or riding them with them, and you have the same condition I have, or you just cold-natured. I'm cold-natured, obviously, so I don't do very good in the cold. I forgot to mention, once you get these on, when you plug this into your bike, start your motorcycle up, plug these in, and each one's got its own button. There's a button on each one. Press and hold it for 3 seconds, it'll turn red, that's high. 3 seconds, red, it's high, they'll both be on high. If press it again, it goes down to yellow, so yellow is medium heat. And then if you're still too warm, you want to back them off a little bit more, press them one more time. They go down to green. Green is low. These things feel pretty warm just sitting here with them on. I may not even need the heat on. Anyway, I hope this helps you out a little bit. So be sure and let me know in the comment section if this helped you, and if you got a pair and you like them, come back and leave me a comment. Let me know that you like them or you don't like them, and maybe other people that are watching this video can kind of use that for a review as to whether they want to go through the trouble of ordering these for themselves. The one drawback to corded And one drawback to a corded electrical system for your gloves or your vest, these will hook up. You can actually buy a vest or a jacket or some pants or some insoles for this HOTWIRED company, and you can hook them all together. Anyway, the only thing bad about this is when you get off your motorcycle, you gotta remember to unplug yourself from the bike, because if you don't, you're gonna be yanking these wires, and I don't know how many times you can yank on them before you break a wire or tear up your connection or whatever. So that's one disadvantage to a wired system versus the battery system, that, or the external battery, the kind of like the rechargeable batteries you hook up to your power tools, I guess. And I think those only have a life of maybe 3 hours, maybe. Where this, as long as the battery is good on your bike and you're running down the road, you got heat for till the end of the day. And then when it warms up a little bit outside, I plan on taking these out for a test ride. And I'm gonna put this in here. I hadn't really planned on talking about it, but a little tip. I did try putting these wires through my jacket sleeve and then putting my jacket on, and then I got thinking that's kind of a pain in the rear, so that's why I decided to go through my shirt sleeves. And I got thinking that's probably a better idea, because like if you stop and you want to go in a restaurant and eat or something, and you want to take your jacket off, then you're going to have to fumble with these wires. This might be a better way of doing it, is leave them in your shirt sleeves, and then when you take your jacket off, you can just kind of tuck all this in your shirt, eat, and then when you're done, you've already got your wires run up to your hands to plug back into your gloves after you put your jacket on. So this is probably the way I'm going to do it. I'm just going to run them through my shirt sleeves, because I wear long sleeve shirts in the cool events when I ride anyway, underneath my jacket. So yeah, just a little tip for you. Alright, here we go. Got them on. Powered up, push it, hold it 3 seconds, and she comes on high. 1, 2, 3, are on high. See the red lights are all lit up. So these are on high. It is. See, there's still a little ice on the grid, on the driveway. Not quite all melted off yet. It's like 52 degrees right at the moment. I'm trying to get the gloves dry. So that's high. Press it again, goes to medium, which is yellow, and then low, which is green. So there you have it. So these things are, oh yeah, these are nice. I like them. Not bad. Thanks for watching.